Double CY, you know why? Cause we got each other's back when it comes to rap facts. And we got each other's back for anything other than that. This is Eric B and Rakim, Jazz and the Fresh Prince. Premier and Guru, ain't nobody else doing this. The game has changed, nobody needs a DJ. Just plug in your flash drive and press play. Stop that crap, we're bringing the DJ back. Real rap, what's hip hop without a cut and a scratch y'all off? So I'll guide you, let me remind you. When you wanna get airplane spins, you call who? Hey, Mr. DJ. Okay, let's move on back to the song. This is what I do, and I'm inviting you to ride along. Cause we're still hanging, still hanging, still hanging out. We're still hanging, still hanging, still hanging out. We're still hanging, still hanging, still hanging out.
That's that D-Tools Mellow, Still Hanging Out. Shout out to Mellow, man. I like that joint. We're hanging out. That sounds like the theme song for Hangouts. We're still hanging, still hanging, still hanging out. Where are the callers with the 16s? You guys say you got bars. Don't make me battle, cause DJ Ooh got some exclusives. Don't make me spit a 16. Don't do it. I got bars like Zannies. You got bars like Candy. Chill. I ain't gonna mess with it right now. Back on the subject, like I said, y'all. These drugs in our community, is it helping our youth? You know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself that. I can't help but to wonder, because like I said, since the beginning of time, I've always knew of drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like HIV or something that was just given to us at some point in life. Drugs always been here. I think the only problem is with drugs is that it doesn't have a prescription most of the times. A lot of these kids don't know what the effects of drugs do. So per se, you smoking marijuana and you smoking a certain strain, a sativa, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and you're getting hungry, not knowing that this weed right here makes you hungry as opposed to the last one you smoked when you were smoking and you was laughing and giggling. So certain drugs have certain medications in it, and I don't think a lot of these kids know that. And once again, like I said, sometimes it's just not fun no more. It's not a game no more when you could just roll up 10 blunts in the house and your mom's is home now. Kind of crazy, right? So I still ask the question, is drugs still good for music? Dr. Dre and them was doing it. Snoop Dogg and them. I mean, these guys was making bangers back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember the skit that they did with Black Moon and them. You know what I'm saying? And they have all the guys in the office and they're about to sign the guys. They're like, yeah, bring all your guys in, bring the 40s in, bring the blunts and this. And this was earlier in the 90s when they did the skit. You know what I'm saying? They're just referencing saying that most of our musicians, you know what I'm saying, they like drugs. You know what I'm saying? So you get them drugs and they're catered to. So most of the times if a promoter calls you up for a show or something like that, they usually have the drug dealer there waiting for you so you get some of that promotion money that you need, stuff like that. But the question is, again, like I said, is it still good for music? Not going to hold you guys. Going to get into exclusive I just got this morning from Rated R. Go and pop that off real quick. It's called Days In on Help Hip Hop Radio. Let's go.
Psychologically fucking me up, having migraines. In a fighting with my psyche, scrambled my brains. Never reach a greater heights, it's like I have to fly planes. Soaring over the mountain, I'm crashing in the canyon. Heart is pouring out like a fountain, a man with no companion. If I make it undoubted, I'm probably not escaping. Every day my canvas is clouded and patient, contemplating. Something's gotta give, this ain't the way I wanna live. A God gave it, God take it, gotta let the karma in. I'm at war with good and evil with the armored skin. Battle is I'm searching for the light, fully dark as sin. I start with gin, it's like I'm on the 7th level. Down in the hole, trading soul for that precious metal. Back to dust, it'll never settle. Purgatory voices in the wind, choices in, no get a vessel. The end of days, I'm living with my pensy race. These wretched ways, a tribute to my test of faith. With that displays, portrays what is killing me. We're all a disease, the precursor's still in me. The end of days, I'm living with my pensy race. These wretched ways, a tribute to my test of faith. With that displays, portrays what is killing me. We're I can't show 'em, but I got to see 'em when the needle sprout. You need it now, so do I, musically addicted. I'm dying from the habit, mutually it's self-afflicted. When I'm gone, you can tell the district. Every martyr posting up a song did me wrong, now a Sean was gifted. Hardly missed it, did so much, but it's non-existent. I dedicated my existence, so I'm often distant. Motherfuckers praying God existed. I was playing right in front of you, ignored my words, and you all resist. At the end of days, I'm living with my pensy race. These wretched ways, a tribute to my test of faith. What that displays, portrays what is killing me. We're all a disease, the precursor still in me. The end of days, I'm living with my pensy race. These wretched ways, a tribute to my test of faith. What that displays, portrays what is killing me. We're all a disease, the precursor still in me.
End of Days by Rated R. Rated R always hold me down with some authentic hip hop. Going to jump right into another hip hop joint, you know what I'm saying? By your boy Corporal AK, Rob for Models Revenge. That's how we do this here. Help Hip Hop Radio.
Count.
Yeah! What up? New York, Philadelphia. Yeah, we here now. Yo, too many mumble rappers out here. Yo, it's time to clean house. Yo, these new niggas be swearing that they got that heat till I put they bird ass on ice like Happy Feet. Bring your hardest MC, I turn them taffy sweet. Put the gauge in his face like Daffy's beat. Y'all niggas can't be serious, I laugh at beef. Why would I swear the damn thing when I would clap at Keith? I catch you sitting on the throne, that's when I flash my piece and Connie whisper in your ear. Let me have that shit. DJ say I'm a whore the way I free techniques. So when I spit I get loose like my grandpa's teeth. I'm a fat nigga, you know I never see defeat. Ask about me, I got love in these streets. They say it costs to be the boss. This game ain't free, so if you ain't playing your part, depart in me. Trying to lock the shit down till I found the key. Now it's death, the mumble rap and these whack MCs. I put a tech under their back with the upright press. Blow their heart through their mouth, make them say it with their chest. This is my house, tell me who invited these guests. They on my couch, but I won't blame that on Flex. Let me find out, you rappers trying to crisscross the team. That's when I front on their ass like Mac Daddy jeans. This here's the new rule for the best. You don't team. These rappers get done dirty if they don't come clean. You not a
EMCEE. EMCEE.
Help
EMCEE. Don't even try to be. When you come off this beat, don't even lie to me. EMCEE.
Yo, Corporal, I see you, baby.
EMCEE.
Go check that brand new video out by Corporal AK, Rob for Models Revenge.
niggas is ducks, they be quacking me up. Mandalay Great White Owl was backing me up. On the cover of Straight Stuntin' Mag about the erupt. Had a dream, needed $1, so your boy went buck. Now I was lost in that storm, but when that lightning struck and hit that battery in my back, nigga, I charged back up. Now you can catch me on the block with my boy Cold Crush. The D-Truck, shit get royal, how the drugs go flush. The next day I'm on the block with the 4-pound tuck, ready to exercise my right to get my weight back up. You got that ice in that cream, I'm on the back of your truck. Run to your crib and get that work like I'm back in luck. Some things that I don't give is up and fuck. So when you get that shit backwards, I will fuck you up. So please, run to me like you chemically imbalanced. This 4-pound will make you do the get out challenge. Lonzo Ball said Nas ain't hot, fuck you talking out. Dad Eddie rapping he like, bring the coffins out. Next time he cross that line, shit, I'ma cross him out. Chip star, stretch his smile, give him the dolphin out. I'm Homer Simpson with these bars, rappers I duck from out. I try to put a bug in your ear, you said I'm bugging out. Well now you know who I be and what the buzz about. Snail just came out of his shell and we can slug it out.
EMCEE. 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 Don't even try to be. When you come off this beat, don't even lie to me.
EMCEE. I'm back, y'all. Help Hip Hop Radio. In today's culture, man, you know, drugs are influencing a lot of our teens as well as our adults. Take what happened out there in Chicago, the unfortunate situation with Kanika Jenkins, a young girl who went out to a party with some friends, you know, and at this party, you know, I guess they were drinking and having a good time. And all of a sudden, she wound up found in a freezer in the hotel, walks in the freezer by herself. What kind of drugs could have had her mind that altered to walk in a freezer and hurt herself, kill herself? I have to wonder, you know, and a lot of times with these new drugs that's popping out, you know, these kids really don't know what the drugs are for. You know, cocaine, you know, is a drug that is an upper. You know, and I'm not saying that it can be good for use for a good use, but it does have a purpose. You know what I mean? A lot of college kids may use it because they feel like, well, you know, I need to stay up all night. So their purpose is going to stay up all night with it, as opposed to the dumb kid who doesn't know what to do with it, that's going to hang around the college kids and going to use it and wind up crashing because he doesn't have more of the cocaine to put back in his system to keep him going for whatever reason he needed to do so for. So a lot of times, drugs without prescriptions is really messed up. Can't deny the music though. A lot of these guys started making music that was real good, but then you had the mumble guys, the mumble rappers who figure, hell, you know, I get high and I can say what I want. And there's a lot of them, like the Travis Scotts, and I just don't even want to name them. But you hear their music and you be like, yo, this motherfucker high. You know what I mean? Back in the days when I heard brothers, you know what I'm saying, who had the blunts and stuff in their video, like the Das Effects, Blase, and all these other guys, they didn't sound high though. You know what I mean? They sounded like they was partying. Now when you hear the guys do their music, they sound high. Now I don't know if it's the same for the older people, you know what I'm saying, who grew up with the Marvin Gayes and all of them, when they was kicking their music and they can actually tell that this person is expressing what he really feels through this drug. But I feel like, you know, today's, you know what I mean, youth, you know what I'm saying, are really being targeted by this this epidemic. And the good part about it is that a lot of them are starting to express themselves and they're starting to cry out. Believe it or not, they're crying in their music and letting us know that they're doing these drugs. So it's good to know that. I don't like the older artists, you know what I'm saying, monopolizing off the situation and taking advantage and pushing the drugs back to them. Because we know how the hip hop game go. You know, you got to get in when you fit in. And a lot of the older guys, they figure, well, you know what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm going to make music that cater to these young dudes. You know what I mean? As opposed to making music that uplift these young dudes. You know what I mean? I heard Fat Joe say one time, he said, you know, I had to go down to the South, man, and like really party with these guys and understand the element of understanding how they make their music. And that's how Fat Joe is able, you know what I'm saying, to blend in with that culture. Is it correct? I can't tell you if it is or not. But I know one thing is actually affecting our youth. Going again to another record. Be right back. Help Hip Hop Radio. I told you guys, quote for y'all 16s, man.
Rock with his you, niggas. When you young, Slim Jackson, wanna rock with his you, niggas. Kong Gang. Fuck with you, niggas. Wanna rock with his you, niggas. I'll fuck with you, niggas. Wanna rock with his you, niggas. I'll fuck with you, niggas. Wanna rock with his you, niggas. Kong Gang. I don't fuck with you niggas, all I rock with is you nigga. Look at me, I'm a cool nigga. Shit, I'm a fool nigga. Waiting from lifting the place, y'all niggas just out there looking like food nigga. 2 bitches from Sue, chillin' in my room, feeling nice. You ain't living right, you done did it right, you don't get it right. I got 2 bitches on the stool, drinking on the dew, sipping on the brew. I ain't with the rules, I ain't with the bull. You do what you could, I do what the fuck I want, nigga. I'm a corn nigga, we different, boy, we arm nigga. Arm, leg, arm nigga. I'm ahead of my time, I better my rhymes, I'm incredible. Better if you want, if it's on, then it's on. Let it be on, shit is important. The fact that a nigga done weathered the storm with a sweater torn instead of coins instead of join. They chose the ladder, my feet embedded, rules embedded. They chose the lips, I chose the ratchet. The holy Matthew, the rap, Bible, rap the cipher. We not alike, nothing like you.
When I focus, I'm a product of something that's omnipotent. Know you wondering how I am the hovering cloud, when lightning and thunder is rumbling loud. Look at his face when I spun him around. I'm putting my enemy under the ground. I am one of a kind, seated them out of my mind. Man, them red dots and them headshots take chunks out of them dreadlocks. And I'm posted up with that rifle. Man, it's bedtime when I snipe you. I don't like you, this is final. When that bullet go inside you, won't no EMT revive you. When you tumble in that cycle, then you washed up and my squad's up. I'm charged up and I'm armed up.
I done with the violence, had to put all the